Pretty good with it. All right. Okay, so we're going to get started. And first, I want to say thank you for taking out the time to come to this session. We want you to know that this is a very informal session. I'm an informal person. I'm going to introduce myself and everything, but I'm an informal person. I like to engage. I like to talk. I like feedback. So don't feel like this is like very strict and like lecturish. This is not that scene. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Zalema Cheek. I am the director here at Middlesex for Student Life. What that entails is I oversee all of the clubs and organizations here at the college. So anything that can stem from, let's say, a pickleball club or let's say the psychology club, business club, maybe you're into fashion club, all those, anything a student has desired to venture into extracurricular wise, I oversee that. And I also have some parts in overseeing some of the honor societies that are on campus, dealing with their budgets. But student life is really about getting engaged and staying connected. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. I would love for you, if you would, to this, since there's not many of us on, I want you to introduce yourself and tell me who you are and maybe your major, something about yourself. You don't have to go into, a whole in depth, but if you would. So let's start with Sam. Sam, since you're first on my list.
Okay.
Sam, tell me about yourself.
I'm Sam. I have a doggy. I think I'm gonna do either earth science or biology for my major.
Nice. Okay, okay. First of all, what's your dog's name?
Oh, Bryson.
Bryson. Okay, I have two dogs and a cat, so have a little bit of a zoo in my house. So I understand pets. So that's nice. Well, okay, earth science, or what was the other one?
Biology. I want to study
Biology.
paleontology, so those are kind of the starting points.
Okay, okay. And what town are you coming from? Where do you live?
Metuchen.
Okay, so you're nearby, close by. Well, welcome, Sam. And you're starting this spring, yes?
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. Well, welcome, welcome.
Mhm.
All right, Kay, let's hear from you. If you can unmute, Kay. Kay, shy. Kay, you're a little shy. I'm gonna give you a couple minutes so you can find your unmute button. If not, I'm gonna go to, and it's okay if you don't want to share. I'm gonna go to Michelle. Michelle, can you unmute?
Yes, I can. And I'm just going to turn on
Oh,
my camera real quick.
oh, very good.
So hi, I am Michelle. I am actually one of the staff members here at Middlesex
Yes, you are.
College. I am under the Department of OPAC, which stands for Opening Pathways, Abriendo Caminos. My title is a Student Success Specialist. I'm on this call just to, learn a little bit more about what Middlesex College has to offer the students. So that way, if the student comes to me, I know who and where to branch out to. But I'm also a Middlesex alumni. So during my time here, I majored in liberal arts. And then I transferred over to Rutgers University, where I double majored in criminal justice and psychology.
Excellent. Thank you, Michelle, for being with us. Jennifer, if you want to just chime in, although we know you, but we don't all know you. So come on, Jen.
Hi, so my name is Jennifer Kwok. I'm the Student Success Coordinator. I'm also on Michelle's team. I attended Rutgers University where I double majored in economics and psychology.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. And Kay, you still there? If not, I don't want to miss you. But thank you, each of you, for coming on and just being a part and learning. And listen, it's really important that no matter what role we play here at Middlesex, whether it's as a student or even as staff, that we are able to um, be fully aware of what's available, right, for us, because like like Michelle said, knowing will help to even spread the information to others. And even as students, a lot of times, we as staff may not be able to reach everyone because we don't see everyone. And so if a student is able to pass on the information, Yes, we are grateful for it and we welcome that and we want to share the message. So like I said, I'm the director of student life. I've been here at this college for a year, but I've been in higher ed for about 22 years, working in the same field of engaging students. So this is my passion. It's what I enjoy and what I love to do. So I'm going to share a little bit more so we can move forward. And it should go to the next screen. Let me make sure it does. All right, you should see, yep, there we go. Welcome to student life. Here is where you belong. Okay, so why is student life so important and what is its function? So we're going to just read this real quick. Student life provides opportunities for students to elevate their personal growth, right? Through engagement in extracurricular programs and activities that can help enhance their overall college experience and foster a sense of belonging. These engagements encompass various areas of interest, including academic pursuits, heritage recognitions, professional goals, hobbies, and more. So with that blurb, what does all that mean? It means that student life is here to provide our students the opportunities to do and explore their growth outside of the classroom. Um, a lot of times a student will come to or go to a college and they will only be focused maybe on their academics, which is super important, but they sometimes may negate the other aspects of their growth that will help them become even a more well-rounded student and have a better college experience. And so what student life seeks to do is to find the areas that students want development in, um, keep students interested, keep students engaged to a point where they feel like they're a part of the college that they go to. So we don't want our students to just come and then just take a class or, and go to class, but we want you to also have an experience that says, I belong to Middlesex and Middlesex belongs to me, right? So here is where you belong. Here is where you can find your peers that may be like-minded, may have the similar interests. We build our friendships on campus, when we come from, whether we're coming straight from high school or we're coming back to school at a later time in life, we find those connections, we establish relationships, and this is helping us to build those relationships. And then outside of the classroom the classroom is not the only place where you learn. You learn about different people, different cultures. We live in a very diverse society. Middlesex itself is a diverse campus, but even the world, it encompasses so many different from so many different backgrounds, different opportunities to learn about cultures or behaviors or interests. There's just so many things. And so student life hopes to give these opportunities to our students and provide these opportunities so that if a student sees themselves in something, they'll want to keep coming back to Middlesex. So that's a part of what student life is about. Okay. And also, if you at any time feel like you want to say something, you can either put it in the chat or you can unmute yourself. So do not feel like I'm going to be like, why you interrupt me? Interrupt me if you want to interrupt me. It's okay. So, as I was saying, extracurricular engagement, this is why it's so important. It helps to foster a sense of belonging among students within the college community. Now, this is something that I studied in school, in college, for my master's and now for my doctorate, where it is important to know that studies have been done to help support this effort, right? Studies show that a student's engagement in extracurricular activities can play a significant role in their development of their student identity, right? Additionally, involvement in extracurricular activities can play an important role in determining how students adjust to their learning environment, which can contribute greatly to their sense of belonging. In a short, like you want to be where you fit, right? You want to be where you feel like you are part of, right? So student life tries to provide those opportunities for you to connect with different people, connect with yourself even, to not abandon your loves and your passions. Sometimes we'll go into a field of study that we are interested in, but we may have a different passion that has nothing to do with what we're going to school for. And sometimes you may feel like you have to give that up or put that aside. And there's always a balance that you need to have when it comes to your full development of self. And that balance says, academically, you need to, get your studies on and learn and be a participant in all the classwork and do well, but also socially, right? You need to emotionally, you need to learn how to engage with others, be a part of the things that you still enjoy doing. And so this is where student life can help in that and can help assist in each student feeling like they belong. So, but what does all of that mean and why should you care? All right. So I have an example. Let's see what this personal example is all about. So why should you care? I went too far. So the reason why you should care, and I'll give you an example of having something beyond your classroom. So I don't particularly care to fly. Personal story. I will do it, and I've gotten on a plane. I will go, right? But in going on a plane, I have to choose which airline I'm going to go to. Now, everything is not all about money. Now, if we're going to relate this with schools, sometimes it is. Like you choose an institution based upon the cost factor and say, okay, this is good, right? So, but then there's some schools that even with the cost factor, you're like, I still don't want to go. So even if Spirit has the lowest fare, I probably will not fly Spirit because I always say I want to keep my Spirit. So I'm not flying Spirit, right? So that's just me. So I will look and I will say, okay, let me go with Delta, or maybe I'll go with American Airlines, or maybe I'll go, I don't usually do Southwest, I'm not usually going that direction, but let's say I'll go United, right? And or we can go JetBlue. So one time I was going to Arizona and I had to get on the plane and I had to choose my a flight. And the flight that I chose, well, in searching it, I saw that I think it was American Airlines. They didn't have as much leg room. I'm 5'9", so I'm tall. They didn't have as much leg room. And so I said, no. And then because I wasn't flying as often, I was kind of like, I wanted to still connect. And I couldn't even watch my shows because they didn't offer free Wi-Fi. And the Wi-Fi that they offered, they wanted me to pay like $20 for an hour. And I was like, no, I'm not paying $20 for an hour. No. And so, and plus it's like a 5-hour flight to Arizona. I wanted to watch a movie. So I said no. But then I went to JetBlue. JetBlue had, first of all, they had screens on the back of the seats, which I loved, right? Then they had free Wi-Fi, which I was ecstatic about. Then the leg room was super like great. And I was like, well, I'll go with JetBlue. Mind you, the price differential was not that significant between a United Airlines or a Delta or American Airlines or JetBlue, but it was what they had to offer, right? And what they had to offer me allowed me to still get to Arizona, but have the extra amenities, the extra perks, right? This is what student life is like. You're going to come here and and you chose to come to Middlesex based upon price point. You came to Middlesex based upon accessibility, maybe it's close to home. You came to Middlesex, maybe because you know somebody that's already here and it was a comfortable space to be in. But you came because you're seeking a degree, right? And you want to graduate or you want to transfer out, whatever your desires are, you have a goal. But while you're here, right, you want the extra amenities. You want to feel like the plane ride is for you, right? You want to feel like you're going to be comfortable while you're on your stay. And so that's why you should care about what is offered to you and for you outside of the classroom. That's why student life cares about that, because we want to make sure, like, while you're getting what you need, while you're getting from point A to point B, which is just like a plane ride, while you're doing that, you're also enjoying the journey, right? It's other things that make it pleasant, other things that make it bearable. You may be nervous, like I was nervous on the plane, but because I had free Wi-Fi, I was able to get on WhatsApp and talk to my husband and be like, "Hey, boo, I'm up in the air. What you doing?" Because there was a comfort level that I was still able to have, even though I was in an unfamiliar space. And that's what student life wants to do with our students and provide that to our students. So I hope that example made sense to you. I always think it does. But if anybody has anything that you want to, anybody understand or have anything to say about just the whole engagement piece and what it means to feel like you belong, like why you also may think it's important, I'd love to hear back from you and see if you have anything to add to that, because it's not the student life show, but I want you to also be engaged as well. But I hope that example helped you to understand what student life and the purpose of student life. So, what else do you do other than schoolwork? What else do you do other than schoolwork? We are probably very creative people. Just in general, I'm sure that you have other passions and other loves outside of what you may have selected to do for school, for learning. But like I have a passion, and my passion is music, right? So I am a singer. I'm a singer and I'm a songwriter. And so that's something that I always wanted to do. And I did throughout my academic journey, even in high school. I'm from Piscataway, so I graduated from Piscataway High. So P-way, yay, right? So, even when I was in high school, music was a big part of who I was. Like I couldn't do anything outside of music. And so I used to think that I had to give that up. Like when I went to college, I used to think that, well, I got to concentrate on my academics and I got to do this. But it was bothersome, if you would, for me, because I was still me, right? And I still had loves and passions that helped me to um, grow and to learn in my leadership, right? Um, so I say all this to say, outside of your schoolwork, there are things that you can get into, and we have a lot of opportunities for our students. We have over 50 clubs combined with our organizations and honor societies to get involved with. Um, we have leadership opportunities. You can be a president, vice president, secretary, treasurer for our clubs. We have the SGA, the Student Government Association, that you can also become involved with, that would help in leadership building. We help build relationships with your peers, dealing with, even in group settings, dealing with conflict issues, dealing with resolution of issues, learning how to collaborate, how to work together. Like all these things are important and help to develop you as an individual outside of the classroom. Because guess what? If you wanted to become a teacher, or you want to become a paleontologist, right? Or, whatever you wanted to do. And that's great that you have all of your book smart and you know all of your information from that perspective and that discipline. But if you don't know how to engage with someone, or you don't know how to speak, or don't know how to have a conversation, or you're nervous in front of people, or you don't, have those skill sets that you may be able to acquire outside the classroom, then you may do yourself a disservice, right? Because you're not being built as a whole person. And student life helps to build the whole person. And so all of these opportunities are available to you so that you leave Middlesex more complete than when you came, right? You leave Middlesex academically more sound, but also socially more sound, perhaps emotionally more sound, right? like, so we have all these opportunities for you. We have, like I told you, our student government. We have the NSLS, which is the National Society for Leadership and Success. That's an organization that we started here at Middlesex, where students can become a member of. You know, that's a selected membership. You choose whether you want to become a member of that. And there's outside opportunities afforded to you with that. We have workshops and leadership workshops, and even on campus, you can get a job through our federal work study. If you are on financial aid and you apply to one of our financial aid jobs, you can see if you're eligible to have a job on campus. So even in student life, we hire many students in student life, so you can get that experience under your belt. So there's so many things that you can do with student life, but the whole point is to become engaged and to stay connected. Right? That's really what it's about. You know, there's my airplane. If y'all see it, that's my little flight thing. So we want you to take a flight with us. We want you to engage in extracurricular activities. We want you to do community service. We have opportunities for that. We have opportunities to go off campus and to visit places that you may have never visited before if you didn't have the opportunity or wasn't given that opportunity to go outside, not just of our county, but maybe outside of our state. You know, we'll take trips there. We will learn about various cultures on our campus, different initiatives on our campus, building all of those personal growth skills and development, leadership skills, having a sense of belonging, and also dealing with the whole person and having a well-being, having a good development of one's well-being. We want you to be whole, right? We can't just address just part of the student. Academically, that's one part, right? But then socially and emotionally is another part, you know. And even with the extracurricular activities, you may be someone that's into sports. We have a whole sports program here. That's the physical aspect, you know. There are things that you can get involved with physically. We have even for the athletic department, they have the workout fitness center. You can go there and take care of your health, work out. And so the whole student is important. The whole student matters, and the whole student needs to be addressed. And so this is what student life is about. This is what student life has to offer. And we want to make sure that we are available to you so that you can find yourself, find your footing, find your place, find your comfort zone here at Middlesex. And once you become a part of Middlesex, you're no longer an outsider, you're no longer a guest, you are our student, you are our family, right? And so we want to take care of you as our family. So I hope that you know, gives you a general overview of student life and the offerings that we have. If does anybody have any questions or any thoughts or any anything to contribute to the conversation? Because I've been talking a lot, you know. But I do definitely want to hear from you if you have anything that you would like to share. And maybe I will even just ask, is anybody into anything outside of schoolwork? Are you, you know, I know Sam, you have your dog. I don't know if you have anything else going on. Oh, you like video games. Sam, if you like video games, that's so cool because we also have a gaming, well, they call themselves, I think they're changing their name to the gaming club. It used to be called the Geek Index. And so it was a club that would have like video game, not necessarily tournaments, but opportunities for students to come together and play. They would talk about different games. There was even I believe, a club that was a tabletop club. They did more of like the Dungeons and Dragons type gaming thing. So, but yeah, you can become a part of a club that's a part of your interest, right? And usually during the week, it really is cool. During the week, they would meet. Every club would have a meeting time during the week. And so we have we have 2 days out of the week that is designated for like a student hour. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays from at 2 o'clock, at 2 o'clock time, there are no classes that are scheduled. And so students are able to schedule their club meetings or have events on campus. I mean, there's events on campus throughout the week, and it doesn't have to stick to just the Tuesday and Thursday, but there is some time allotted so that students will have the opportunity to not have a conflict, with their class schedule. And so that gives you opportunities to, you know, meet with other students that are into the same things you're into. And a lot of times, I mean, that's how you build even long-lasting friendships. You'll be surprised, the people that you can meet that can help you along the way because you've established friendships. Everybody needs a friend. You cannot go through life without people. And I believe sometimes, some people may say that they're, very much of an introvert, and you may be an introvert, but even in your introverted ways, there's always a need to connect to somebody at some point. And so student life allows that, provides that, and we want ideas from the students. There may be a club on campus that you have not seen yet. There may be something that you may want to do and want to start. We welcome it, right? So next week begins classes. So that's the 21st. So the week after, on the 28th, Student Life is having our engagement fair, our student engagement fair, and that's when we will have all of our clubs and organizations available for students to come through and see if they would like to be a part. It's like almost like an informational session, different tables. Even some of our departments come, maybe it'll be student success or EOF or advising, or different various departments may come and be a part of this so that students can get more information. So, so there's opportunities. There's opportunities for engagement. And know that it's important. It's important to get outside of the classroom and to see what's going on, right? So I'm going to show this slide, which is our QR code for our Instagram page, right? So take a picture of that, or so you'll have it, or just go to our Instagram page, it's Student Life Office MC. Follow us, right? Because we are always posting what's going on within student life, and sometimes we'll post what's happening around student life from other departments because we collaborate. We want to make sure if something is happening from another department that you also know about it. And so these are opportunities for you to stay connected, to stay in the know, and to just be aware of the opportunities that you have to stay engaged here at Middlesex. So that's basically my spiel, if you would. And I'm hoping that it serves you well, and that when you come on campus, that you will get involved, become involved. And you can always visit the Student Life office. We're in the College Center on Edison. And so on Edison campus, and so we're in the College Center, and you just go to Student Life. If you need to see me, I'm always here pretty much. I'm always here. And so you can always come in to see me. Again, my name is Miss Cheek, right here, just one. And you can come see me or any one of my staff members. If you have a question, you want to know about clubs, get more information, know what's going on, we are here to help you and assist you. So I hope this has helped you. I hope that you gained a little bit more information so that when you come on campus, you feel a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more secure as a new student here. Okay? You're welcome, Sam. You're very welcome. And I hope that this, like I said, oh, you're welcome, Jennifer. You're very welcome. And I hope that you're able to share this, right? When you have messages, when you see people, when you have something you're talking about, tell them about student life. Tell them about getting involved. We want you to be involved. All right. So I look forward to meeting you, Sam. And when you're on campus, come by and stop through onto the office and say, hey, Miss Cheek, I was on your presentation. This is Sam. Okay, if you're there, I want you to come through as well. Come through and say, hey, I was there, because I would love to meet you and I would love to keep you connected. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, thank you all for coming, and we will see you again soon. Okay? I'm going to stop the share, and if you have nothing else, we're all good. Excellent.